Welcome to Nornie's Big Hugs. We wiggle, we giggle, we use our imagination and have a great time. I am so happy you're here today. You see, every week we travel the United States and we visit a new one every single week, and we do big hugs or exercises in each of those, or to represent those states. You can see the green dots mean we have already been to those states, and you can tell we're almost done because there's a lot of green dots. You can find those green dot videos listed below in the playlist, so watch them as many times as you want. Give them a thumbs up and subscribe. Today, we're over here in the Northwest in Washington. Before we get started with our big hugs, let's do a little bit of warm-up. I want to do some backstroke, some forward stroke, some inhale, exhale, and lightly march, okay? Okay, let's do some backstroke. Now, these videos are you doing you, which means if I'm going backwards and you're going forwards, perfect, you can't do it wrong. If you want to sit and watch the videos, please do. These are for you just to enjoy and do whatever feels good for you. We're going to do some forward stroke. I want you to go at your own range of motion, your degree of movement, and your own pace. Promise? Okay, let's do a couple more, just kind of loosen up. Okay, inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, let's just shake it out. Okay, before we start our big hugs here in Washington, I want to share a fun fact with you. Did you know that the state of Washington is the only state in our country named after a president? And do you know which president? Of course you do. It's George Washington, our first president. And remember where we were last week? We were over here in Virginia, where his home was, and he was born there. I thought that was kind of interesting. So I'm going to change my boards, and we're going to start our big hugs here in Washington. And our first big hug is going to be the fallen apple, because Washington is the biggest producer of apples in our country. I love apples, and they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So to do our fallen apples, we're going to pretend, remember using our imagination, that there's apples all over the ground. So we're going to have our arms overhead, and we're going to reach down to one side and pick up the apple, okay? And then we're going to come and we're going to reach down to the other side, okay? And if it's too hard to have your hands over your head, just keep them down to your side, and you don't have to bend over all the way if you don't want, okay? So we're going to do that again, but we're going to go, each side is going to be one, okay? And we're going to do a total of 6. So here we go. Nornie's going to keep her arms up and reach down, grab the apple. Go to the other side, grab the apple. Grab the apple, and grab the apple. Now I have all these apples. I'm going to drop them again on the ground so I can pick them up again. Isn't that silly? Of course it is. Okay, do it. Okay, that was 4. Here we come. This is 4 and a half. And 5. One more. Awesome! That was fun. Picking up those apples. Oh, can't you just smell a warm apple pie? Oh, yummy. Okay, big, big hug. Okay, I have a special treat for us for the second big hug here in Washington. And that is Starbucks was first started in Seattle. This is the famous coffee company, Starbucks. And I don't know if you can see the little design here in the cup, and then there's Starbucks here. But it first opened in Seattle, Washington in 1971. And I started to think, that's almost 50 years ago. That's a long time for Starbucks. I did not realize that. So what we're going to do, and I turn my mat here, is we're going to do the coffee balance. And we're going to get down on our hands and our knees like this. And I'm going to raise one leg and the opposite arm, the opposite direction. Then I'm going to come down and I'm going to do the other side. And I'm going to kind of go slow because I'm going to pretend there's a cup of coffee on my back. Okay? So pull in your tummy, hold yourself straight, and we'll do that 5 times. Okay? So here we go. I'm using my right arm and my left leg, but you go the other way. That's perfectly fine. And then I'm going the other side. I'm just hanging there for a second. That was 1. Here we go. Out. Nice and slow and steady. Okay. There's 2. Hold your tummy in. Make sure that coffee doesn't fall. There's 3. Here we go. Stretch. And I'm keeping my head down so I can keep my balance. There's 4. One more time. All the way out. All the way out. Down. Awesome job. That was great. Give yourselves a big hug. Oh, that was super fun. Hopefully our coffee didn't spill. Okay. For a third and final big hug here in Washington, we are going to do the dragonfly. And that is because this is a Green Garner Dragonfly, which is the state insect of Washington. It is the largest and fastest flying of all dragonflies. So we're going to pretend we're a dragonfly. And we're going to walk forward, or you can stand in place, it doesn't matter. And we're going to move our arms. We're going to move our arms in, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to flip them up. So we're going to pretend we're like flying using our different wings, okay? We're going to go up and back. So we're going to go up, and I'm going to turn around, and we're going to up and back 6 times. Okay, you ready? Just do the best you can. So here we are, we're flying. I'm going to go out, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to turn around and go in and out, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. Turn around, back, 2, 3, 4, up and down, 3, 4. Okay, hopefully this is making sense. We're going to go in and out, 2, 3, 4, up and down, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to go back and forth one more time. Remember, arm's going to go in and out, 2, 3, 4, up and down, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more time. In and out, 2, 3, 4, up and down, 2, 3, 4. That was our dragonfly flight. That was so much fun. And did you see, Narnie has one here on her wrist. Good luck. Okay, that was our time in Washington. I hope you had a good time. Big, big hugs. Come back next week because we're almost there. We're coming back to the east and going to West Virginia. So until then, have a wonderful week. Be safe. I'll see you soon. Big hugs.